Hey guys, stop looking up to your older siblings. I'm about to cut my hair, but I just want to share something with you guys. Here are 3 reasons to stop looking up to your older siblings. Just because someone arrived on the planet first doesn't make them smarter, more talented, or more deserving of respect. You both or you all have the same DNA, the same parents, and access to the same opportunities in life. That age gap is shrinking every time or every year you get older. Your older siblings, the skills and experiences your older siblings have aren't magical. They just have more time to develop them. You do know that you can develop the exact same skills. You can develop the exact same things. And you'll probably do it better because you get to experience the things that they did wrong. Or you'll probably learn from their mistakes. 1. Birth order doesn't determine worth or capability. 2. Looking up to them keeps you in a follower mindset. Now, when you're constantly positioning yourself below your older siblings, you're programming yourself to be second in place in your life. Start making decisions based on what they did, what they think, instead of trusting your own instincts. That's not healthy independence. That's giving away your power. You need to see yourself as an equal so you can chart your own path and make your own choices, and yes, even surpass them in areas where you have natural strengths and they don't. Like, we feel like because they're older siblings that they did everything right and we're supposed to follow suit. But I don't think that's the case. We have to understand where we at and what we bring to our own table. Number 3, it creates a unhealthy dynamic that limits all of you, whether it's just one sibling or several siblings. When you put them on a pedestal, you doing you both or you all a disservice. You're stuck playing younger sibling. I was in that position a long time in my life. And mind you, I've been married longer than I was single. So it took me a long time to figure that out. You get stuck playing the younger sibling role even when you're adults. And they're stuck feeling like they always have to have the answers or be the example, so to speak. Real sibling relationships thrive when you see each other as peers, not like there's a hierarchy. People who can learn from each other, challenge each other, and grow together. I know you guys didn't expect to go to the barbershop today. Equality means that you can call them out when they're wrong, and they can call you out when you're wrong. And the fact that you are siblings should mean that you can call each other out when necessary and keep it moving with no problem because you are family. Equality means you can call them out when they're wrong, and they can call you out when you're wrong. Offer advice when they need it, and vice versa. And build a friendship instead of a hierarchy. I'm speaking from experience. I come from a family of 6 sisters and 2 brothers. There was 9 of us. Let me help you. I got married young, and my parents died when I was young. My mom died when I was in my 20s. My mom died early. She was 57 when she died. She died of breast cancer. My dad died some years later, but I was still young, and I lived away from home. So I used to look up to all of my older brothers and sisters. I still look up to them, but I'm saying I used to look to them, or I'll buy a new car, and I felt like I had to tell them about it. I'll make a decision in my life, and I felt like I need to share it with them. Keep in mind, your older brothers and sisters may feel like the baton has been handed to them to make decisions or give a stamp of approval on certain things, but I need you to be clear. You guys are all equal. Especially the older you get, the more level the playing field gets. So you don't have to always look for their approval on things. As a matter of fact, you never have to look for their approval on things. If you decide to share what's going on with you, then you share what's going on with you. If not, you keep it to yourself. And just to be honest with you guys, by my mom dying early, I found myself looking for approval from my siblings early in life. Mind you, my siblings, not my parents. From my parents, we look for, when we talk to them or tell them about stuff, We look for certain approvals, certain head nods, certain yeses or nos, depending on what the situation is. But for my siblings, if we decide to share, that should be just it. We're just sharing with them. We're not asking for permission. We're not saying, hey, if it's okay. We're saying, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what's going on. This is what I got going on. I put my smock on backwards. Now, understanding people are going to do what they want to do, how they want to do it. I would encourage you to understand that your siblings and you, again, are all on the same playing field. So you guys are all equal. Don't ask me why, but it was, well, after some years of looking for approval, I had to realize that, hey, they're just like me, one, and two, they have their own stuff that they're going through, or maybe not going through, but they have their own things. So looking up to them all the time was pretty much a thing of the past. So I would encourage you to know that you guys are on the same path. You are equal. Now, I know some of you are watching this thinking, Tim, I'm not dealing with any sibling stuff. What does this have to do with me? Here's the thing. It's not just about brothers and sisters. How many of you have somebody that you're looking up to? Maybe it's a coworker that's been with the company longer. Maybe it's somebody in your industry that seems to have it all figured out. Maybe it's the person that's living on social media, living the life that you think you want. You're doing the same thing. Put yourself second place before you even start. Giving them the authority. Giving them authority over your past just because they got there first. Because they're louder about their success. But here's what I learned when I pivoted. And since I've started this channel, I've since started a logistics business, the Well Logistics Solutions, LLC. Nobody has monopoly on success. Nobody's path is the blueprint for yours. Those people that you're looking up to, they're just regular folk that decided to bet on themselves. And that's what you got to do. You got to bet on yourself. They got struggles you don't see, failures that they don't post about, and doubts that they don't talk about. The moment you start seeing yourself as their equal is the moment you give yourself permission to build something that's uniquely yours. Stop waiting for permission and stop comparing timelines. You start moving. So whether it's an older sibling, a mentor, or that influencer that you follow, respect them, learn from them, but stop putting yourself below them. You're equal, now act like it. Got a story for you guys. I had a phone call this morning from a friend of mine who's a brilliant guy. In our community or in his circle, people look at him pretty much like a superhero or Superman. But he's a regular guy, great guy, but he's a regular guy that has regular stuff. He's a regular guy that has regular stuff going on. And sometimes even people that seem like they're so far ahead or that they have so much great stuff going on, behind the scenes, they still have stuff. I know you still have stuff. You may be a leader in your group. You may be one of the front runners in your circle, but you still have stuff. That being said, everybody's human, no matter what it seems like they have going on. Those people that we look at that seem like they're on the top, they have stuff too. They have feelings, emotions, families, things that they have to take care of, bills, everything. So I want to encourage you guys, even when you see somebody that seems like they are on top of their game, you don't know what's behind the scenes. And this is in your immediate circle. Because for some reason, we seem to give like the stars on social media and like the big people all the praise or whatever, like they can have everything going on. But if it's somebody that you like, somebody that you care about, somebody that you love, say a prayer for them. Keep them lifted up in prayer, because you never know what they're going through. You never know what might be taxing on their mind or on their brain at the time. So even though people may look like they have it going on 100%, maybe they do. Or maybe it's 80%, because that other 20% might have some issues going on. So I just want to encourage you guys to be unapologetically you, and make sure you focus on your pivot. No, this was a little serious. My name is Tim. This is Faith in the Pivot After 50. If you watched to this point, I appreciate you. Ask that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also hit that bell so that you can get updates when I post new videos. I appreciate you guys, and until next time, have faith in the pivot.